welcome to the internet, have a look around. Oh, it's yourself. How are you doing? And welcome back to the Black Lodge. It's me, David, at Drinks Whiskey, and you're here for another episode of March Dram Madness. Now, we are on day 19 of 31 days of back-to-back whiskey contests as we can see who becomes the winner of March Dram Madness. Not necessarily the best whiskey, it's just the one that makes it the whole way through. Today we have, which some people in the comments have already called out, quite a head-to-head of sorts. Two amazing independent bottlers, two amazing drams, but will one overpower the other? And that's what we're here to find out. Now I'm of course talking about, we have the Thompson Brothers North Highland blend, the Tesco bottle, and that's going up against an absolute beast of a dram, which is North Star's Caol Ila 11-year-old, 58.2%. While I pour these, let's run the tape. I'm not going to talk about anything about the drams at this point. I'm just going to say, does anybody get the reference? No one's called out this reference at all. If you're Glaswegian and watching this, please let me know. Now, of course, based on the proof, profile and whatever, I'm going to start with the Caol Ila. No, of course I'm not. I'm going to start off with the North Highland blend. On the nose, it's the most bizarre thing. I say the confectionery sugar, and some people have called me out and said, oh, you always say everything's sweet and like sweets. It's not, it's just there's such a dusting of it, and there's a pineapple note to it, like pineapple cubes. The sweets you would get, I don't know if you got them in England or if you got them in the rest of the world, but in Scotland, you would get these hard candies called pineapple cubes. You've got that to it, and this North Highland blend, I believe this is the originally bottled one. It's not the Amazon special. I believe it's Glenord and Clynelish. I think there's two blends in it. Dual. So it is Glenord and Clynelish, and they just have this wonderful, pineapple's tropical, isn't it? So I can say it's got this tropical sweet note. On the palate, you say it all the time, see North Highland, like North Highland whiskey, see that waxiness Clynelish is famous for? And people go, what do you mean waxy? And then someone tries it and they go, that's waxy. That's exactly what it's got. It's a drinker's dram, without a doubt. Everybody I speak to about this, who gets people to try it or whatever, whiskey drinkers get on with it right away, and then it becomes a bit Marmite with non-whiskey drinkers. Some people like it and some people hate it. I did a tasting with this. The majority of the people that weren't whiskey drinkers could not get on with it, and I'm like pouring myself, loving it. You've got to take into account value and all this, but that's not what we're here for. We are not reviewing this. We are here for the best dram at the moment on the palate, head to head. It's a great dram. I could wax lyrically about it. Wax. But we're going to move on to the Caol Ila, the North Star Caol Ila. Peat, sweetness, coastal. It's wonderful, man. I've already kind of went in depth in the first ones of these, and I'm working on the fly. We're doing this daily. We're trying to work out how best to describe stuff and keep it fresh. But really, what a wonderful nose. Caol Ila is just a gem, isn't it? When it's done right. Independent bottlers, they can treat it any which way, and the majority of the time it still comes out fantastic. What a spirit. Not as punchy as it should be, up against a blend that's kicking in at 44.5%, up against 58.2. Doesn't dominate, doesn't come in and like smash it down. A little bit more, I use the word tannic all the time, tannins. It just laws at the back of your throat a little bit. You're getting that, and that's to be expected. I've got to put this down to palate taste as much as nose. The nose on it is phenomenal. Sweetness at the front when you have it, lingers there, a bit of raspberry on the go, that's just appeared, that's new. And then barbecue, then it goes quite bitter. There's a bitterness that comes in, I'm wondering if that's the wood. Drying, very drying in the throat, very drying on the palate. Back to the blend, just light, tropical fruits. I say tropical fruits, it's that pineapple note. Sweet, light. Lost. It's lost. It's not saying it's lost the match yet, but it's lost anything it had in the delicacy because of the power of that Caol Ila dram. Even with a palate cleanse, the Caol Ila's still there. It's just batting it back. Like you're wearing trainers, you're not wearing shoes, you're not getting in. You know, it's difficult. I did get in the comments, a couple of people commented like, next round if this comes up against anything peaty, it's buggered. Back to Caol Ila. Just a wonderful nose, wonderful. Going back to it, a little bit hot, a little bit tingly on the tongue compared to the North Highland blend. Horses for courses, isn't it? It's very much what you're after when you're doing it. You wouldn't put these head to head in a normal pairing. We know that. I need to go where my heart is, and it's tone. It's really tone because it's just both of these are so enjoyable, and I love them so much. I'm trying to pick my favourite one, but yeah, I know where I need to go. North Star, 11-year-old. Caol Ila, congratulations, absolute stellar dram. And commiserations to Thompson Brothers, North Highland blend, but unfortunately, we know what that means. You're dead. Close match. Come back tomorrow. We're getting through these. We got another 5 rounds to go before we get into, what would that be? Is this technically the quarterfinals? 16 to 8? No, who knows? I'm losing count. It's a lot of days. See you tomorrow.